Just a teenage dirtbag baby. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe OMI Figpin update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. There's a bit to go over today. Um, let's start off with some Trump news, shall we? And I know, politics, but we do have some breaking news. Trump has proposed zero taxes on American crypto assets. In a recent interview, Trump stated, quote, "They have them paying tax on crypto, and I don't think that's right. Bitcoin is money that you have to pay capital gains tax if you use it to buy coffee. I was talking with a friend, and he said it really shouldn't be taxed, and I agree. Maybe we get rid of taxes on crypto and replace it with tariffs," end quote. So he continues stating that no tax on crypto, but only the tokens made in the USA. We want the tokens made here at home. We don't want the Chinese tokens. We say get those Chinese tokens out of here. This would mean that Bitcoin and XRP, which are American crypto assets, would be subject to zero tax, while tokens created overseas, such as Ethereum, would be taxed out of the American economy. Do you agree that there should be zero tax on crypto? Well, I mean, obviously, I would 100% love zero tax on crypto, but if it's just American stuff like that, that wouldn't really a lot of, well, I guess Flow, right? Flow's American, so I guess that would be cool. Not paying taxes on that would be nice. Got a decent amount of Flow. But unfortunately, OMI, Definity, I don't know about Alluviums. I think Alluviums here. That would be good too. But OMI and Definity, my two biggest bags, they are unfortunately foreign, so I still would have to pay taxes on those. Unless maybe someone moves to Puerto Rico or Portugal, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, also we're getting that out of there. We ain't. Let's go on and we'll do what else we got here? Let's see how the rest of and crypto has taken a very nice lead because of that. We were up to 73,000 for Bitcoin before. We're at about 72.5 right now, about 4%. Ethereum's up 4.5%. So Bitcoin's near all-time high, but Ethereum is nowhere near. Ethereum's high is over 4K, and it's at 2,600. But still, up 4.5% today. BNB and Solana up 1%, XRP at 1.5%, Lido staked at 4.6%, Dogecoin up 7%. And then, unfortunately, Flow is almost out of the top 100, still hanging on in there at number 100, up about 5% on the day. But yeah, we hoping that it continues to go up. Anyway, let's see how OMI is doing. OMI this morning had a 42 million OMI buy order on Ascendex. I'm not 100% sure if that was filled. So it did go up about 3% on the day to 0.0036, 265,000 of volume. So really not a ton of volume. There are how people feel about it today. 69% are positive. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. And Ascendex, I'm guessing, has the most volume on it. It does, 144,000. Everything else is in the 5 figures and below, so nothing comes close to that. And then I just want to check Definity real quick because I love it. It's up about 4.5% on the day to 4.3 cents, almost 4.4. Actually went up to almost 4.6 earlier today. 20,000 volume, so not a lot. However, people are not feeling as hot on Definity today, at least as per CoinGecko. 2 out of every 3 people are not feeling it. They're putting that down. Pancake Swap is $453 in volume today. Then you have Uniswap at 5.2 thousand, and then MEXC at 14.5 thousand. Anyway, that is the story from Definity. Let me go over something that I had screenshot yesterday. And I'm sorry I haven't been doing a ton of VeVe stuff. It's just we've had a big I've been very busy. Anyway, so yesterday I post on the VeVe, on the Figpin. Let me go over this real quick. Yeah, so I go over Figpin. The Figpin Chasers group, there's about 4,500 people in there, but they're pretty vibrant. I said, hey everyone, Randy here. News just broke on X that this Figpin just sold for $1,000 US. I have 2. One of them I opened to redeem on the app to get ready for my interview on Thursday with the CEO, Dan Williams. My question is this: should I keep my extra one or sell it? unsure how these might appreciate in the future, because I'm not really that familiar with Figpin. I've known it's been around, it's been at Comic-Con, so I've seen it there. But again, I haven't been able to go in and really do a deep dive outside of this past couple days. Then I say, quote, edit. There's salt in the comments is insane. I know the buyer, the sale is real. This is ladies in a series of sales. So the first one sold for about $500. The second one sold for $650, and then the third one, which had sold for $1,000. And granted, a lot of these people, and again, there's 4,000 people in there, so there's not a ton, but a lot of these people probably weren't at New York Comic Con, and they probably weren't seeing the big Figpin whales that were there. That as soon as they heard about like, what? There's a Figpin and we can't get it, and it's like, okay, well, what are the numbers on this? Well, it's 1 in 500. You only get it if you have a VeVe Gold logo, and really that means like 1 in like 350, 400, because not everybody has not all of those gold logos were redeemed. And also on top of it, some of those gold logos weren't given out until after Comic-Con. And also, you have a bunch of gold logo holders that were not at New York Comic-Con. Some were in California, some in Canada, some in Europe, Australia. They're all over the world. So maybe 100 of these, maybe like 150-ish, because some people like me, I have two. I have 2 logos. Sanjay has like 6. So there's a bunch that people could get, but again, there's like definitely less than 200. I'm going to say between 1 and 200 that were redeemed. So these aren't actually 1 of 500. They're actually 1 of like 200 right now, or 1 of like 100, give or take, in there. A bunch of people haven't redeemed them. So you have these Figpin people that, again, they found David. Gary O at 1234CA3 has a video on Twitter of these guys saying, like, I'll give you these 3 Figpins that are like super rare, that are whatever, for one of David's. And that's what they did. So the comments, and I'm not going to dox anyone here, but the comments on this were, it's like, no Figpin has sold for that much in years. And this is coming from someone who has spent thousands of Figpins that is now stuck with them. This person just seems like they're just a little bit more of a salty investor, that they had purchased a bunch of these, not really knowing the ebbs and flows of the market, which I am slowly learning about Figpin as well. And then saying, like, okay, I was going to buy these because they were supposed to go stonks. They did not go stonks. And now, again, I'm just kind of making assumptions here, but that's just the way that it sounds. And again, when you're complaining about spending thousands, you probably don't have 6 figures in the bank account. But again, we have to go and take that criticism as something like, okay, how liquid is this market? How much does stuff move? And again, that's just one of the comments here. We have somebody saying probably fake sales to boost the company's name. So the VeVe logo big pin sale was met with a ton of skepticism. A lot of people just saying, like, again, to their credit, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, probably a duck. So I understand the skepticism when they're like, okay, this doesn't happen. This is outside of the realm of normalcy, and it's something that just doesn't make sense. So it probably does look like something like that to them. Like, every now and then you have people in NFT world, and they go on and say, like, oh, this CryptoPunk sold for $50 million, or $10 million, however much it was. Now, do those sales happen? Sure. But are a small amount of those sales people doing some type of money laundering? Probably. Just, the way it is. So when you see a big sale like that, the first thought is always going to be, like this guy says, big sales probably to boost their company's name, or probably money laundering or something like that. So again, I understand where the criticism comes from, and I'll get more into that in a second. This guy named Jeff says, sell everything. Everything's been depreciating after cons. They may appreciate after a year or two, but really by not that much. After a year or two, it may be worth close to retail. The good thing with this is this was not like there was no price associated with this. Somebody else says, the real question is who broke the news. All I've seen is people dumping Figpins for nearly retail, and even what they used to be super rares, APs, are going for less than 100, some for even under 50. Somebody says, sell it if you have a buyer. Burn the hand, better than 2 in the bush. So I blink, there's been 100 comments. Somebody says, those are saying this is a fluke or fake sales to build hype. VeVe has a separate following. It's also NFT money. Limited is something the community loves, and having this in hand does wonders. It's like a baby Milo's and Funko community. It's a niche group that want them, and overpaying is really the only way to go. Buy the hype, sell now. There. This is not. So again, just a decent amount of criticism, but also you have some people that are like, okay, no, this makes sense. Why is there so much criticism? Why is there so much skepticism? Let's get into it. I'll get to the rest of the VeVe stuff in a minute. And I will go and Wes, I saw your comment. Like, I know the buyer and I know the seller. Like, it happened. You can't go around saying nobody's spending that for a pin when it's clearly already happened. Again, I know the buyer, I know the seller. The transaction is complete. It's done. So again, just please be mindful of that. Anyway, so a lot of the skepticism, even some from our own, but a lot of skepticism from Figpins. And what I've seen this before in Pokemon, I've seen it before in early days of VeVe, I've seen it in every niche, and it's not even niche. I mean, it's Figpin's a big thing at Comic-Con, but every collectibles industry, whenever there's a disruption and whenever new money comes in, you have the other people, like the people that have been there for a while, just saying like, well, I would never pay that, and my friends would never pay that. This is stupid. People that are buying this are stupid. This is not the way it's always been. It's always been, this way, going X, Y, and Z. Nobody ever does this. That's outside. It kind of breaks people's point of view. And again, it doesn't have to just be in collectibles. I've seen it before in just art and just real life. Like, oh, I'd never pay for that. Nobody I know would ever pay for that. And it's like, okay, well, I'm like, when I got Dashi, and I didn't pay what the sticker price for Dashi was. I paid a lot less than that. I think Dashi originally was bought for like 2,500, 2,200, give or take. And everyone's like, oh, why would you spend that on that? Like, because it had a story, because the artist is dead, because it's like a 1 of 4. I mean, Dashi's unique, but there was 4 other dogs made. They did not look like Dashi. They were different. Anyway, and a lot of people are like, I would never do that. Why do they say that? It's because a lot of people, again, I'll throw in that quote that I forget who said it. Show me their top 5 friends, average their income together, and I bet you that's your income. It's like, okay, fair point. So what happens? You have a bunch of people that are in this guy's. You have a bunch of people that. Sorry, I just got a message. It was funny. You have a bunch of people and a bunch of people they associate with they all probably in the same bracket of income. They all probably have the idea like, yeah, we could spend couple $100 on any one thing, and probably fine. You ball out if you spend maybe a couple hundred. And then people come in again, like that person said, with NFT money, or that person that just in general. This is what happens when you have cross pollination of 2 different companies, and you have people that you've never seen before buy insane numbers because again they can't get it. And again, where's that cheaper option? So you have people that associate with others that they kind of have this average of spending, and then big whales come in and they just throw money at everything because they can, and people are like, I've never seen this before. So this will start happening more and more. Again, 500, 650, 1,000. What's the next one going to be? I mean, 1,000 is a lot, but again, where's that cheaper option? There's only like 100 again, and a lot of people already redeemed it. Like I redeemed one of mine. So you have the people. Most people have not gotten the pin. They will eventually. You have maybe 100 to 150 people or 150 pins that are out there. I'm going to say half, if not more, are already redeemed, and then you have people that are just going to hold it. Like Sanjay said, he'll do some giveaways. They'll have some whatever. You have these really interesting. I don't want to say. You have the diamond handers that are just like, I'm keeping it for the long term. So how many of them are really out there? And again, there's a difference between rarity and scarcity. Yes, it's technically 1 of 500, and yes, the 1 of 50s that are available on, other Fig pins that are 1 of 50, are those rarer than the 1 of 500? Yes, clearly. You take away a 0 and it's rarer. But how scarce is it? again, that rarity is just how many of them are in existence, and scarcity is how many are available. So when you go and you take a look at the availability of the 1 of 50s, there might always be, 2 or 3 out there. The availability of these VeVe pins, which yes are technically 1 of 500, but are actually one of maybe 150. And again, half of those are already redeemed. So to get an unredeemed one in the box, maybe one of like 75, whatever. But again, how many of those are available for sale? How many? Because anything from David and Dan, and remember that scene in Kyle XY? Nothing is just anything if it's from Adam Balin. When you get that gift from David and Dan, and I guess now Ben, it's special and kind of want to keep it. Like, so the one I have that I already redeemed, I'm going to keep. But then the one that you have for the one that you have for the, oh my god, I don't know why my brain has been in such a fog the last few weeks. The one that you have that's unredeemed, yeah, I might sell that, but some people like Wes are like, hey, nobody. Again, it's already happened, but maybe he means nobody should spend 1,000 for that. Where's the cheaper option? I mean, show me where the cheaper option is, and show that person where the cheaper option is. Maybe he'll buy it. Maybe he'll go do that. But we didn't see that. We didn't have that. So anyway, I just wanted to go over that real quick on why there's some of that skepticism and why you might be hit with more than that in the future. Anyway, we have some VeVe news here. Let's go with the. Do I have this? Yeah, let's take a look. See here. From bamboohr.com. I have said it before. I have said it. I will say it again. I am not a fan of HR in most companies that I would go in and invest in. It is not something that I would just do. That I would have. They don't have it. Usually they don't have an HR. But let's go to VeVe job openings, right? So one of them, which has to do with engineering, it has nothing to do with marketing, is just a lead engineer. They've had that up there for some time. How long until it's not there anymore? Until they fill it? I don't know. We'll see. But let's take a look at the other one, shall we? We'll go from senior graphic designer is somehow under marketing. I say you'll lead the development of high impact visual designs and marketing assets that elevate our digital collectible offerings. So I guess I don't know if they're going to be the ones that are doing them. Obviously, they're going to be ones for the designs that's used for marketing. So maybe that's why it falls under marketing, saying collaborate with the growth marketing and community and engagement teams to execute design projects from concept through execution. And then mentor junior designers and work with cross-functional teams to deliver innovative solutions for the digital and social campaigns. That's fine. I guess somebody listening to my stream right now and he's having a good time. Key responsibilities include bringing innovative ideas to life, enhancing the visual appeal of our digital collectibles, collaborating closely with content creators, videographers, and motion designers to create cohesive multimedia projects. So the content editors that they're saying. Ensuring timely delivery of marketing assets for major drops, product launches, and ongoing campaigns. Acting as a brand guardian, ensuring visual consistency and adherence to strict brand guidelines, and providing clear and compelling presentations of design concepts to senior leadership and key stakeholders. So this one, an important job. I am not 100% sure how much that's really going to affect the growth of the company. But speaking of growth, they want a head of growth marketing. My man, Ben. Digging into that VeVe pocketbook, going in, make him spend that money, Ben. You go get that bread. Got to spend money to make money. Anyway, about the role for the head of growth marketing. We are on the lookout for head of growth marketing to lead our team who focus on using digital, creative, and brand initiatives that drive profitable revenue at VeVe. This role is critical in driving customer acquisition and engagement in VeVe products. This is a full-time role, ideally based in North America and New Zealand. It is a remote job, though. Saying, as head of growth marketing at VeVe, you'll be responsible for overseeing digital, creative, and brand initiatives that drive profitable revenue at VeVe. Okay, let's go. Lead the strategic direction of our brand acquisition efforts and marketing for brand acquisition efforts. I feel like Erica from Stranger Things, where she's like, child endangerment. This is really nice. I love to see that. Brand acquisition efforts. So let's say we don't have Pokemon, right? Let's say we're nowhere near there, and we want to go and pitch them. My idea for that would be, anyone remembers the original Super Smash Brothers for N64? You had Pikachu kind of playing on a Pokeball while people were walking past in Saffron City, and it's like, but you hear, dun, and then you see like, oh, what is this? And it's one of the things that was like, oh my god, I need this. If Pikachu's in it, I need it. So my idea would be Pikachu playing on that Pokeball, and then tapping the Pokeball, and out pops like an NFT, or out pops, like whatever, or Ash, or whoever, Red, coming in and saying like, obviously that Pikachu doesn't go in his Pokeball, but any random one you can, and be like, collect Pikachu on VeVe, and like the first Pikachu on the blockchain, like, girl, I have to find that commercial and get that out to y'all. Okay. And then collaborate closely with cross-functional teams, contribute to the leadership team, and establish strong partnerships with licensors, agencies, and partners. I don't know why we haven't had this before, but this is, God bless Ben. I take a knee and I pray to my Lord and Savior, Ben Rose. Key responsibilities include leading the development and execution of brand strategy, ensuring alignment with overall VeVe business objectives, identifying and capitalizing on new market opportunities to expand reach, including partnerships and emerging channels. Oh, can't wait for that. Leading and inspiring a team of marketing leads, including acquisition, performance, lifecycle, and affiliates. Fostering a collaborative environment that encourages creativity, data-driven decision-making, and high performance. And acting as the internal owner and guardian of the plan to grow and increase the power of the VeVe brand. Optimizing marketing funnels to deliver customer growth targets while ensuring return on spend. Overseeing the implementation of a customer lifecycle plan to optimize engagement and profitability of customers at every stage of tenure with VeVe. Ralph with the super chat, thank you, saying, why is nobody on the team talking about OMI? Very sad. Understand where this is coming from. And I know nobody might like this answer. Everyone's probably going to hate this. The people that are going to hate this answer probably hate me and hate this answer more than the HR department at VeVe does. Why is nobody on the team talking about it? So Ben's part of VeVe. And David, yes, CEO of both Ecomi and VeVe, Orbis, but Ben's part of VeVe. Does he work closely, or does he work with, and is he in communication with the Ecomi team and Stacker? Yes. Do they all have to work synergistically? Also, yes. So I'll say that the answer that nobody will like is that, hey, he doesn't work for Ecomi, he works for VeVe. But I'll give you guys this. He's heavily incentivized to raise, or not, he's heavily incentivized to raise the amount of users on VeVe. What happens to the token when you grow users and those users go in and they join Stacker and they buy and sell stuff for OMI? Guido, my main man, Turtle Golf, is saying like, hey, I want to buy a second logo. Who wants to go and floor one of their gold logos for under the floor for like $5K, $5,000 worth of OMI? And I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it. I'm not gonna do it for 5K, but let's take a look at that. 5,000 divided by 0.000, was it 3.8? 13 million OMI. That's not bad. Now I'm not gonna sell the gold logo for that, at least not right yet. But again, it's out there. And also, Ralph, pretend with me 1 second. Close your eyes and pretend that you're in a meeting. Pretend that Ben Rose is there, David Yu's there, Dan Crothers there, the big three, the Trinity, right? They're there, and they're with the meeting with Legal Dave and a rep that they got from the SEC and whoever else. And they're all talking to the Trinity, saying like, right now you're good. You're about to have third-party utility. There is about to get out of that closed ecosystem. But here's what the SEC has done so far. They've gone after people that have just touted their token and tried to pump the bags. And if you want to stay off of the SEC's radar, it's probably a good thing to never make forward-leaning statements or forward-looking statements about the token, because the SEC, feckless as they are not always incompetent. And they will go and fight tooth and nail to try to justify their existence and salaries and say, oh, this person is making a this is a security. They're making forward-looking statements about the token, thus trying to increase the price of the token. Boom, security. So again, one, he doesn't work for VeVe. Two, he is incentivized to grow the users. That is going to help VeVe. I will talk about that a bit later on. And three, again, you don't want the CEO or any of the CEO to do that, because again, that's, and I'm not saying that they can't mention it. I wish that they would a little more. Be like, hey, here's what the OMI token's going through. It's going through some changes, and so is VeVe, and we're growing together, and we would like OMI to be used. Even if they made a video, say like, hey, this is David, CEO of VeVe. Now you could use your OMI to buy, X, Y, and Z, whatever is available on Stacker. And then when Stacker fully rolls out, whenever that happens, I don't know, late November, December, whatever, hopefully before the end of the year. But when they're able to do that, and they're able to get more licenses and more IPs, I hope David puts like a tease, like, stay tuned for what else you might be able to buy. And maybe he shouldn't do that, but maybe when that comes out, be like, hey, remember last month when I made this video? Now you could buy these licenses with OMI. And I wish that they would do something like that. And I get it, but it's better to be safe than sorry. If the people that were carrying the pitchforks the last few years had their way, we would have been on FTX, and people would have got, like, they rugged. They would have gone on, they would have had a bunch of things that would have made us a security that would have, yeah, sure, it would have pumped the token. And that'd be great for some people's bags if they got out early, but it just would not be a good thing long term. So trust legal, trust in them, because this is what they do all day. Now, I would rather listen to somebody where this is what they do all day and heed their warnings, as opposed to being like, yo, David, can you just pump my bags, please? Like, I get it. It's not the sexy answer. It's not the answer that people want, but that is a safe answer that is going to keep us out of the crosshairs of the SEC. Anyway, let's get back to what I was looking at. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So this is from more of the head of growth of marketing, overseeing the implementation of customer lifecycle plan to optimize engagement and profitability of customers at every stage of their tenure with VeVe. So I guess you're going to have different departments for that, where they say, okay, here's videos for new users, here's videos for people that kind of understand this in an intermediate sort of way, here's for advanced users, stuff like that. And again, why I don't like a lot of HR at all is because if you have a third-party firm that specializes in employment law, someone very visible, that you have an escape valve if there are any kind of serious issues that need to be escalated, and then the team should build their own benefits package that they want, and then when it comes to hiring the person for whom that person will be working for, I believe that, again, you include that person in the hiring. If it's the head of sales, or if it's someone that's coming in for sales, bring in the head of sales. Someone that's going to be an engineer, bring in the head of engineering. Those are the people that should be running the hiring process. And when you strip away all of the jobs, HR doesn't really have a role. And what's left is the very dark part of HR, in which they're the lapdogs of police. They just, I don't like that. And they're a very conflict creating entity. So again, anyone at this, probably why I'll never get hired by VeVe, but it's usually never a good thing. So again, I have to bring that up whenever this type of thing comes in. And that was for the head of marketing. There's going to be a communications lead as well, about the role, the shape the narrative, building meaningful relationships with media in key markets. So, and this is what I've been wanting to, they should have just hired somebody years ago with this, because when they had anything having to do with 007, or any major license, you're going to know with a quick Google search who's been writing about that, and for what papers, and for what online entities, whether certain movies come out, certain shows, certain whatever. When they would have something, like, let's just say Elmo, did anybody see any Elmo marketing? Did y'all see it in the papers? Did y'all see other, and it's not even papers, I feel like that's an outdated thing, but did y'all see any online articles mentioning Elmo and VeVe, like Elmo's coming to the blockchain. I sure as fuck didn't. And that is a failure on the part of VeVe to go in and say, like, hey, you wrote an article about Elmo and, you know, the feud between Elmo and Rocco. You made a video about this. You did, like, the job of them, or at least the person that they're hiring for now, should be to go to all those people that had mentioned Elmo in the last 6 months, be like, hey, been writing about Elmo. We got some news for you. The, you know, billion dollar companies getting Elmo on the blockchain. And whether it's good or bad press, it's going to get people talking about it, and it's going to get VeVe in the news. Anyway, be responsible for implementing comprehensive communication strategies that promotes VeVe's vision and position as the leader in the collectibles industry. Oh, this is great. Developing and executing robust corporate and consumer communication strategies that align with VeVe's mission, vision, and goals, leading the development of high-impact content, including press releases. What was I just saying? What the fudge was I just saying? Press releases, blog posts, social media copy to engage and inform our audience. Thank you, Ben. I've been asking for this for years. Ben, I love you. I'm getting ready to... No, can't say what I was about to say. Whew, I love that man, though. Collaborating with multidisciplinary teams to ensure consistency in messaging to amplify VeVe's voice across all channels. Building and maintaining strong relationships with external agency partners, key media outlets, journalists, and influencers in tech, entertainment, collectible space. I've been saying this for years. Oh my God, Ben, you are reading my mind. Maybe he watched my videos. Identifying opportunities for press coverage and overseeing outreach and initiative to keep VeVe top of mind, relevant to me. This is, it's like he's reading my mind. Oh my God, this man. I cannot love this man any more than I already do. Affiliates lead. Okay. Affiliate marketing. I am ready for this. Key responsibilities include identifying, recruiting, and onboarding high-quality affiliates, influencers, and media partners to drive user acquisition and engagement, serving as a primary point of contact and providing them with the necessary resources, assets to succeed. Oh my God, I kind of want to apply here. Developing commission structures and incentives that attract top-tier partners while balancing profitability and scalability. Easy, done. Negotiating, securing agreements with affiliates, ensuring mutually beneficial outcomes, of course. Honestly, anyone that's going to be partnered with VeVe in some way as an affiliate program is going to be good for that person. Remember when Eminem and Aerosmith did the collab, right? They fusion Hod and Sing for the Moment. There was a girl on VH1. The VH1 had like a whole thing on Eminem. They had this section with the Aerosmith collab. And said, if you are Aerosmith, you are thanking Eminem right now, because Aerosmith hadn't had a hit in like 20 years, and you know, Eminem comes in, and suddenly young people are talking about and listening to Aerosmith again. Same thing with Paul McCartney and I think Lil Wayne, or it was whatever it was. They had a collab, and a bunch of people that just, whether it's younger millennials, I think it was younger millennials at this point, like, I don't know who Paul McCartney is, but he about to blow up because of Lil Wayne or whoever the rapper was. And it's like, that's incredible. Like one of the most popular still living musical artists in the world. They don't know who he is. They think he's about to blow up because of Lil Wayne. But again, when you have people that had never heard of Paul McCartney before, that had never heard of Aerosmith before, and they're listening to them because of that, like that's one of the things that they're talking about here, or at least that I'm talking about here. When you have people that are partnered with VeVe, people are going to be searching VeVe because it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then it's like, oh, who's the affiliates? Who's the people that are, and they're going to go check out their channel. So they're going to form this symbiotic circle, a symbiont circle, where what happens to one will affect the other. And yeah, VeVe will get a little bit of bump because their audience will be shared with them, but those other people are going to get a big bump as well. Developing commission structures and incentives that attract top-tier partners while balancing profit. The commission structures. I don't know. I'm not even going to say that. I don't know if this is built out yet. I doubt it if they're doing this big push for marketing. Oh, was it? Okay, maybe it was. All right, anyway. They have, I'll get to the comments in a minute. There's not too many comments. I'm not tripping right now. The fact that they have these, well, shit, I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I got to go get a brain scan or something. Accessibility, commission structures. Yeah, so I don't think this was built out already. So this is not going to roll out in like a month. They would have to likely hire for this position, build out all of this, which could take several weeks, if not months. code everything into the system. Like everyone's going to be working through the holidays. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a hard couple months for these guys. But I think next year when this rolls out, like what have I been trying to get VeVe to do forever? You go and have a referral code, and however much it is, Domino's. Hold on. Oh, yo, pizza. Oh, Pizza Hut for the stuffed crust. Domino's or anything else. Sorry, had to. Friends are having an emergency there. I've been saying for years, VeVe should take a page out of Earth-2's playbook, where Earth-2 said they had a referral code. Now, granted, all of that was Earth-2's IP, and they were getting like 100% of those profits, so they could afford to give 7.5% to me, and then 2.5% to whoever used that. So if I have a code, whatever it was, let's say like Chavez 5, whatever, right? And Mr. Muscle Milk goes in and says like, oh, I'm going to use the code Chavez 5 to buy 100 gems. Now, I'm not going to get 5% of that. One, because he hasn't bought anything yet, but two, because VeVe's margins are not as great as Earth-2's because they have to share that IP. They have to share that revenue with the other IP. How much do they get? I don't know. I'd love to know that, but because then I would know exactly how much they make. That'd be great. But if they go and they spend it in the store, not in the market, because you buy 100 gems but in the market, VeVe gets just 2.5% of that, and there's no room for revenue share when they're just getting 2.5% of a sale, on the secondary market. But if they go and Muscle Milk uses this to buy 100 gems, and he uses it to buy something in the store, now you have this wide margins. I don't know, 60-70% margins, and then maybe they could go and say like, you know what? This purchase might not have happened because of you, so I'm going to give you, and 5% might be a lot, because again, their margins are not as high or as great as Earth-2's, but maybe it's 3% or even 2%. If it's less than 2%, you're probably not going to get people doing it because it's not really going to be worth it. But if you have, like 2 or 3% would probably be the goal. And I know it's like, oh, 3%, the bottom line. Oh my God, why are we doing that? I get it. It hurts, but again, this is the type of thing. If you have it at a high enough percent, everyone and their sister is going to be making content, and that content is going to. What is that content going to say? Even if nobody gives a crap about VeVe, they've never heard of it. Like, dude, like, I'll do it with this. Let's say this became on VeVe, right? This bottle opener corkscrew. Like, guys, I have used as an avid drinker. I have used so many of these bottle openers, corkscrew. One, it's a 2-in-1. It's got the 2 metal handles. It's metal AF. You can corkscrew, boom, it's perfect, and it's not too sharp. I don't hurt myself if I stab someone with it. It's great. I would spend, however much on this. There's going to be so many people that are going to be talking about Spider-Man, Superman, all these things that you could buy. Any of the new drops that are coming out. We have first appearance of Mephisto. We have first appearance, like a bunch of first appearances coming out with not even just comics, but with the Marvel Mighty soon. They're going to go insane. And the amount of content, like it's not just going to be me making content anymore. There's going to be so many other people, and likely the content's just going to be what? Because I don't edit my videos. It's just whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. Anyway, developing and tracking KPIs, reporting on key metrics such as revenue, traffic, conversations, and partner growth, working closely with the growth marketing product, customer success, and community teams to align affiliate efforts with broader initiatives. Obviously, you want to have about what they're looking for. They want to have they want the person to have a passion for disrupting industries, focus on data-driven decision making, and strong focus on business growth. I really should apply for this job. No way I get hired. Solid experience with affiliate marketing roles, preferably in the digital or Web3 space. Proven track record of personally developing and scaling affiliate programs that deliver measurable revenue growth. Strong understanding of performance marketing, attribution, and tracking platforms. Excellent communication, negotiation, and relationship management skills. The ability to work independently, prioritize tasks, and thrive in a fast-paced dynamic environment, and familiarity with these product and community, as well as the broader collectibles and pop culture landscape, is highly desirable. I do fit most of these. It doesn't say any. Well, one, I don't have a freaking resume. I've worked for myself for like the past 10 years, but 8 years. But it doesn't give a pay scale. I'm hoping. I mean, if Ben's going in and dipping into the reserves and into that war chest at higher, I'm hoping he's putting like a good thing up there. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, there's some other news that I have to go over. I've already been talking for 40 minutes, and I don't know if I should have. Let's go with this. Top 500 VeVe hodlers. You have. Let's go with the top sellers. You have Gangster, which sold 24 collectibles. You have Garlic, which sold 40 collectibles, and Husk Show, which sold 423. Interesting. He's the number 10 wallet, probably just doing some rebalancing, whatever. For the top 5 hodlers and gainers, you have Archer Man, which had bought 364 collectibles, climbing 99 spots. You have Expert, which bought 1,075 collectibles, bringing him up to 10,934 collectibles. That's nuts. He'll probably get up to 11,000. That's crazy. He didn't have 10,000. Now he's got almost 11,000. And Michael Campa, who was in the top 500, he dropped well out of the top 500, and now he bought minimum 400-ish collectibles because you needed to have 1,600-ish in order to be in the top 500, and now he has 2,004, meaning that he's needed at least 395 or 390 whatever in order to get that. But he could have had even 1,500, and maybe he bought 496, whatever. So anyway, that's that. Let's take a look at what Bezos Man did, because he's always out here buying 122 collectibles to get to 64,000. My God, Bezos Man. Wild. Jayco purchased 211. Mr. Rolex purchased 199. Stefano 8 purchased 118. Kirby bought 111. Grubba B bought 178. RH4CO9. Imagine buying 356 collectibles and you're not even in the top 3. Bacardi Creation 116. Velasa B 231. What else we got here? I'm just going over the ones that only purchase 100 or more. Buchenwald 152. Montreal Actor 198. So again, this list goes on for a while. Let's see what else we got. Mr. MC1 says, bravo, great to see VeVe official and the community support consistent and loyal VeVe Ecomi content creators. New York Comic Con with a range of work and special access to content. Hong Kong eyes tax breaks for crypto, more trading platform licenses by year end. Good for them. Digital asset investment products saw inflows of 901 million, with inflows this month representing 12%. This is before today of total assets under management, making it the 4th largest month of inflows on record. Total inflows this year total 27 billion, nearly triple the 2021 record, with inflows of 10.5 billion. Bitcoin saw inflows of 920 million, while Ethereum saw 35 million outflows. It's a meme. Something else I needed. Trevor DuPont of Earth2 says, after many months of waiting, just received an email with the option to convert my 6,200 withdrawal into Essence. I graciously accepted and am letting my Essence ride. So that man, that is a beast. That is a beast. He was going to withdraw $6,200, but instead decided to turn it into Essence. My man. Good for him. Why is my screenshots not? Okay. This is a wild one here. There's a guy named Grimm saying, I'm going to illegally vote for Donald Trump as a European national, saying Democrats had it coming for not enforcing voter ID laws. This person is that French? The French citizen about to vote for the Donald Trump and the Vance. That is wild. It's gonna be wild to see what happens next week. Okay, yeah. So we'll go over the Marvel Mighties here real quick. Strange Tales Series 1. So Moon Knight, we already have a first appearance Moon Knight, but this little guy is kind of cute. There's no way he's a first appearance, right? Yeah. Okay, good. The Striking Moon Nighty Mighty. That's amazing. These are all $15. There's 26.66 of him. Morbius. First appearance of Morbius. The movie sucked, but he looks kind of cool. He is a cool character. 2,222 of him. Werewolf by Night, first appearance. A little spooky there. We got a little spooky stuff. Werewolf by Night, I really like that. 1,975 of him. We have Man-Thing. I don't even know who Man-Thing is, but he looks kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. This one is 1,600 of him. And then we have Elsa Bloodstone. I don't know who this one is either. Strength and Determination, Marvel's legendary Monster Hunter. Introducing Marvel Mighties, Strange Tales series. This line of collectibles adds a new blah, 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 blah. First appearance, 987 of her. And then we got Mephisto. My man. I put this as a secret rare is a bold move. Because he's really popular. He's probably the most popular one in this freaking series. Maybe Moon Knight and Morbius are a little bit more popular, but again, Moon Knight had his first appearance already. Anyway, yeah, there's 444 of him. How many? They're keeping 45, so there's actually 399 of him. And then you have the Ghost Rider Craft. Now, in order to get this, there's 111 of him, and they are keeping 10, so there's 101. But he's not a normal secret rare blind box. In order to get him, to be eligible to craft Ghost Rider digital collectible, users will need to hold the entire set of digital collectibles from Marvel Mighty's Strange Tales Series 1, which will be burned during the crafting process. I don't know. Oh, God, I don't know if I would do that. Store and market purchases eligible. So you can get it from the store. You can get them from the market. Eligible within the first in, first served. Crafting will close on 9 November, 10 November. That is wild. I am not sure what to think about that. I'm not sure what to make. I'm hella excited though. I'm hella excited. Who is this? This is good afternoon. Oh, okay. Hi, apologies for delay. We've been busy. Oh, National First Responders Day, which was yesterday. Okay. All right. Maybe I'm getting Jill Crane, who's Al Khan's wife, on the podcast. Learn about your podcast, the goals for segment. You hope to do a Jillian so that we can ensure she's prepared in advance. Let us know. Okay, so maybe the 13 November. It's my friend Azuri's birthday, but he'll understand. Between 1:30 and 3. Okay. All right, hold on. Jill Crane podcast, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And I will get back to them as soon as I am done. Where was I? All right, we got a bit to go over here left. Great analogy. Love you guys. Just texted with can't say that. Palace Brendan Z having 2,000 Web of Spider-Mans is nuts, and Dr. Fuse having 763 Evermind ones is awesome. I'm gonna have publisher of 247 Comics, which does Evermind, called Choi, on the podcast literally in 3 hours. Greg White came on yesterday. He has a couple 100,000 followers across all socials. He's a cool dude. I would really love to see him on VeVe. I think he can. Am I Thomas? I think I can. You guys ever see God, what is it? It's not Ace Ventura. Who's not Lieutenant Dan, the one where he tells a story about, you ever hear the story about the little engine that could? God, what the hell name is that? The little, I'm going to type in the little engine that could, and it's not going to come up as the movie. Little engine that could movie scene. Oh, Major Pain. That's where it was. Yeah. Freaking love those guys. Anyway, I'm going to dare you to sorry, I just got. Anyway, VeVe announces that they're going into the next phase of business, going to start up to a scale up, looking for the people to join us in those specialist roles. I'll just ask Ben about that. When you see the Brock McBlockchain saying airdrop cannon slowly pulls back. Bishi Underworld, gotta love that dude. Gotta love Brock and all the airdrops that he does. Shout out to Ginferno that won a giveaway yesterday. Shout out to Wes that also won a giveaway yesterday. Shout out to Steven Duarte for getting level 93. And then also Elmo, my man, number 1980, sold for $2,456 hairs. Heckin' wild. Love that. Anyway, I'm going to go to the comments here because I've been talking for 50 minutes. And comment, like, and subscribe is good for the YouTube algorithm. Before I go to the comments and before I answer all these questions, I am going to ask people if they would like to smash that like button. It is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways of Patreon. Smash the super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Shout out to the 150 people that are here. Bill Garner saying, first like, baby. Yo, what up? What up, girl? Bill Garner, give me those dabs. So, dude, my back is like destroyed. I'm supposed to go on a trip next week. I'm supposed to go to Vegas in like 2.5 weeks. And my back is not, I tried working out before. I tried doing a little shoulders and triceps, and it's not happening, bro. Arcturo says, just a random thought. I can't answer. Will it have 3 IP brands in oil-rich Middle Eastern countries? Send David to you to get them on VeVe. Naruto's really big over there. When I had Dr. Rashid Al Farooq on the podcast, and he was talking about all of the stuff that he had, Naruto's really big over there, so that's a big anime. Dude, just anime in general. Everybody loves anime. Jamar Reese says, yo, what up? Going for the guy that gets Bibles made in China. Cool Mo says, Mbaku. I'm missing the forever thing there. But anyway, yeah, shout out to being a member. Cool Mo. Adrian V Comics says, greetings. Meow, meow, what up? My channel says, look at the guy. Okay, no, that is false. That is false. No lies here. No lies. Cool Mo says, hey, Randy, how about a breakdown of the Mighty Drop and Craft coming up? Gonna have to spend some. Yeah, so I just did that. And I have all the Mighties except for Spider-Man Noir. So I ain't about to spend $6,000 on that mother flapper. But maybe one. Oh, Ben Rose going off, and a guy named Ben James says, well, there's definitely nothing to brag about, but it's a small step and shows how small I am in the VeVe world. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with a level this low. Shout out to Ben James for getting 15. Ooh, he's got Pokemon cards. Pokemon Expedition, Blastoise reverse foil, Charizard reverse foil, and a Venusaur reverse foil, all PSA 8. Not bad, kid. Not bad. Not bad. Looks like a fun guy. Pokemon TCG collector. Nice. VeVe Mice says, I, for one, hope we'll see thousands, nay, hundreds of thousands of users bragging with this low level. That is completely agree. VeVe Mice says, I think even the other Ben would agree, and Ben Rose coming in with those hearts. Gotta love that. Bam Bam says, I was going through old pics and found this one with VeVe Meister. Dude is huge. Dude, look at how tall he is. Look at how tall. And Bam Bam ain't like 5'1". She's like 5'4", 5'6". I don't know. Yeah, he's a giant. If you were dude, Claritza with the freaking, oh my god, like that is legitimately scary. That is nightmare fuel in a good way. A good way. A good way. A good way. All right, anyway. Where were we? Yeah, so I did that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. I mean, I guess I'm gonna freaking have to, right? Also, for those of you that don't know, if you go to your Play Store, right, and on the top of your Play Store, you have these like points up there. You can use those points to buy. What do you call it? You could use them, and you can get Google Play credit. So with 100 points, you get like $1. I just redeemed some. But with 1,000 points, you get $10. And I had a couple thousand points, so I had like $20. My other friend had like 24,000 points. I was like, Jesus, man. So he had a couple $100. Yeah, if you go in and you redeem those, you can use your Google Play credit to buy gems on the VeVe app. So by all means, if you get those, go get that bread. Make it easier on the wallet. I'll probably do it because there's only ever going to be 101 of those Ghost Rider ones, and I will pay what I need to pay to get the set from whether it's the store or from the market. So I'll pay what I need to pay for that. I'll craft it, and then even though I'm not going to have any of the rest of the set because they burn in the process, I will be able to get those back eventually at some point. So there's 399 of the Mephisto. Maybe if all 100 burn, then there's going to be 299. So those are going to be pretty scarce, but it's something that's likely only going to be a couple $100. So it's something that I'll likely be able to go in and again make back at some point in the future. Oh my God, my body is not treating me well. Nobody spent 1K. They already have. Energy, what up, Energy? Saying, hey, fam, how's it going, girl? Girl, tell me something, girl. Kumo says, got my pin at New York Comic Con, not selling. I'm proud to have it. Don't look at it as something to sell. I mean, I have two. The one that I redeemed, I'm obviously going to keep that forever. It's hard to get new users on Stacker when VeVe is afraid to say the word OMI. Yeah, they don't say it. They don't say it. I mean, it's not going to be hard though. I mean, well, it's simple, but it's not easy. You have to make VeVe great again. The entire thing that they're doing with marketing is what I've been asked for years. Now that we're kind of in the bull market, they're probably ready. It's probably really good timing. Name goes like, was nobody? Ralph, thank you for the super chat. Saying why nobody on Team Talk. Again, I went over this before, but just a quick recap. Ben technically doesn't work for Ecomi. You know, he works over for VeVe. That doesn't mean he's not incentivized to make the VeVe users go up, which means that OMI token will go up. And again, you don't want the leaders talking about OMI in too positive of a way, lest they get on the SEC radar and be accused of financial malfeasance and all that. If Zombie says, yo, what up? Lachlan 8 says, don't know why, but lately I've been getting the feeling that VeVe NFTs will go higher than last cycle. I'm gains on most big brand NFTs. Just feeling thoughts. Ow, my back is just destroyed here. There will be multiple collectibles that go higher than they were last cycle, but most of them I do not think will. I don't think you get the decon stuff to go back to where it was. I just don't. If you get the decon stuff back to then things are going. If the decon stuff goes back to where it was, sell all that immediately, because there's just no way that should have happened. But yeah, you're gonna have a blow off top, and Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, partner statue, VeVe logo. VeVe logo has never been in a bull market. Born in the Bear. I was born in the Bear, molded by it. Before I saw gains, I was already a man. By then, it was too late. Sorry, I enjoy that movie. Anyway, yeah. For those, you're going to see a lot of 100x gains from here is going to be insane. Like Secret Rare Spider-Man's 3,200, right? I don't think that's going to be $320,000. Can it be $100,000 again? Sure. First appearance Spider-Man. Yeah, makes sense. I know you're in disbelief, but OMI to NFT in 2025. You know that we already have it, right? For a fair amount of things. But like, you know, we've had that for like months, right? Jason Panda says, I think it was Paul McCartney, Kanye, and Rihanna. Yeah, that was wild having people do that. Grubba B says, yo, fam. Yo, what up, Grubba? I was just talking about you. All good things. All good things. It was Major Pain. Yeah, dude, that is such a good movie. Such a good movie. Cordial Goat Slayer says, even the Leo's vote for Trump. Yeah, also picked up the ultra rare first appearance Gwenpool comic. This is going to be burned. Major Pain. Choo choo. Yeah, dude, that was so good. Yeah, I'm so glad you all get it and you all knew that that's where I was going, because I couldn't remember the name of that movie. But the Wayans brothers, that whole family is hysterical. I love that. I have. Oh my god, why is this dude getting freaking? I love Pokemon too, and I ain't about to spend my last dollar on it. You know. Anyway. Dio the Rock saying, great interview with Greg yesterday. So, dude, that man's got stories for days. I didn't even need to ask too many questions. I'd be like, hey, what do you think about this? And he'd go off, and I'd be like, I'd just sit there and listen. Like, this is great. This is so good. And that's so I'm biased. I really like the guy, so I really hope he gets on VeVe. But the stories he has, and it's just like, it's what it means to be a hero, and that's what it means, you know, what it means to try to bring people together. And like, I love that. I just awesome dude. This is how we do it. So it's not going to be 111 burn sets, because 10 of them are going to be kept. So it's still going to be 101. That's if people decide to burn that. So there is the possibility that people are like done with the Marvel Mighties and like, I'm not going to collect this, and maybe only half of them sell, and maybe only half of that. Maybe it turns into, which would be wild, if it turned into only like 50 of them were burned and crafted, and then you have a 1 of 50 Marvel Mighty, bro. And I wonder if I have 2 sets, can I burn them twice? Oh, that would be great. That would be great. When DB, bro, talk about, oh god, you can't see it. Talk about DBZ? You want to talk about DBZ? You want to get nuts? All right, let's get nuts. Name that movie. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. Yeah, the sorry, Mr. MC1 came in as I'm like taking my clothes off. I swear, Mr. MC1, that is not generally what the show is about. But anyway, I don't know. And where would you like it? Would you like it as a Figpin first? Would you like, because they mentioned that anime and music and all that stuff is coming to Figpin VeVe. When is that going to happen? I don't know. And do you want to start off with your ace? Or do you want to be like, you know what? Let's get Fruits Basket on first. Let's get Sailor Moon on first. Let's get some of the, Madoka Magica. Let's get some of these things on first. I name all the ones for girls, but if you get that stuff on, then you slowly go into it. If you hit the ground running with Dragon Ball Z, it's like everything else post that is going to feel like, But if you start off with like Dead Man Wonderland, if you start off with Oran High School Host Club, and you start off with some stuff that maybe isn't as popular, and then you get into Attack on Titan, then you get into Seven Deadly Sins, then you get into Jujutsu Kaisen. Shout out to Mr. MC1 for those giveaways yesterday. That was amazing. Then you can get to the My Hero Academia. Then you can get to the Pokemon, the Narutos, and the Dragon Ball Z. But I just, launching with that, I just don't. Maybe they want to make a splash. Maybe they want to make a splash, but like, no, this is where the action happens. This is where you go for anime. And maybe they do. I don't know which way they're going to do it. But whatever. Congrats to Grubba on the gold logo directly from David. 100,000%. We were just talking about him. Love him. Oh, you got it. You win the gold star, Incorrigible Goat Slayer. I wish I had something to give you. I did a giveaway yesterday. We might do a giveaway tonight too. Actually, I have to talk. I talk to Ben or David about it. I'll talk. Let's see if we can give away some tonight. We'll do because when Carl Troy comes on, we want to give away something. Let's see what we got here. No, I have the Evermind common, and I don't have the wow. The uncommon's $5 too. Damn. Oh, Husk Show will be selling a bunch of those. Okay. $17 hairs for the ultra rare. And the secret rares, 150. Jeez. Yeah, dude, those comics are so good. The first one, every single one has like just a shocking scene. The first one, oh no, is that what happened? And then the second one's like, oh god, that poor. I feel like every comic from Evermind I read is like, oh god, that poor girl. Just was laughing. Oh, what up, Em? Give me some Hellsing and Vampire. Oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter, Vampire Hunter, dude, brah. Yeah, there's so much good anime out there. It's wild. That'd be good. Love and respect, bro. Countdown, lift off. We're about to get that bread, mass murders. We're about to get that bread. Mewtwo. I see what you did there. That profile pic is hilarious. Which one? The card. I saw the pic. I didn't read the text. That's amazing. I love you guys so much. Yeah, that's great. Right, we need to get you a VeVe Gold logo. I have two. I have like the T-shirt, and then I have like the button-down dress shirt. So I have those. I mean, I'll get another one. It's fine. I'll always take. I'll take the free gear where I can get it. When I say gear, I mean like merch, not like gear. Like anyway, thank you, Mewtwo. Shout out to people, the 175 people that are here, been here for the past hour. Again, I do have a podcast that I'm going to do tonight. Actually, I'm gonna stay with y'all while I go in and I advertise for the other one. So this is what I do. I go to my lives, and upcoming Chavez podcast number 222, and then I'll go to that, and I will hit share. I'll copy the link. I don't even know if I have posted it on X yet. I know I posted it on Facebook, but I'm gonna go and I'm going to add something to my story, right? So on my story, I should have his. But do I not have his freaking? I'm scrolling through. I don't have Carl Choi's photo. I swear I did, but maybe I don't anymore. No, there's no way. There's no way. Hold on. Anyway, I already posted his face on Instagram, but I'm gonna have to do it again for the story. I'll tag him in it. Okay, here it is. Here we go. Here we go. So what you do is you go and you click on the little smiley face, and when you click on the smiley face, you scroll down and you see a link. And okay, you click on the link, and then you paste the link into there. You click done. So now YouTube's covering from his face. You bring that down over there. I'm also going to at him at Carl that kills people. Oh, what's his name? Oh, I don't have him on. Okay, Carl Choi. Done. And I'll put that just. Ooh, I'll put that on the left side, of him, and then I'll also put interview tonight. I'll put join at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unfortunately, he could only do an hour, and then that's how I'll do it. And then I'll post to both stories, to here and Facebook. Again, I don't know how we only have an hour, so I don't know how long or how much we can cover in that. Because again, when I have it on the podcast, we go on like a journey, story uploading. Okay. You're welcome, my dude, of course. It's awesome. And then I'll post it on X, right? Let's go. That's great. But I'll post it on X because I'm still streaming to X right now. I'll post it on there afterwards. So everyone, I hope you join me for that. We'll do a giveaway there, and we'll do other stuff. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say goodbye to Dashy. Dashy. I love you guys. Bye. Randy. Never mind, I'll find someone like